it's Angie Bell, My Fairy Treasures. Okay guys, I'm coming at you with a little, I guess a little share. I'm sharing my art journal with you. It's really an altered book that I've made into an art journal. And so a lot of people have asked to see my last art journal that I did, and then I'm going to show you where I'm at on my current art journal, which is an altered book. So, okay, so this is the cover. And it's hard to show because you guys look how thick. Okay, let me show you how thick. This is how, look at that. Isn't that insane? Okay, so let me try to get this up against here without, so you guys can see it. Oh, jeez. Just a second. I have a video on how I created this cover. I'm going to have to turn my book the other way around because you're not going to be able to, I don't know if I can get everything underneath in here. Yeah, I can. Okay, let me just do it like this. Oh my gosh. My stupid... Okay, I don't know why my... Just a second. For some reason, all of a sudden my easel is wanting to just fall off and go forward. I don't know what the heck. Alright, let's go like this. Alright, hopefully we are successful with this. So anyway, this is a Finnebar style type of cover. So let me go like this so you can see it. So it's all these really beautiful, cool layers. I started out with music note paper and book pages, all of that, and cheesecloth to give texture, and just a ton of different layers. And then I layered everything up, and I layered in with all these different little bits and pieces that I've collected over time. I think that came out really pretty. And this thing up here, right here, says Dream, which I love. And there's a video on exactly how I did this cover. Let me bring this forward a little bit. Okay, good. You can see that. And I'll kind of bring it up. It's a little bit cumbersome because it's so big. So that's the cover. And when I finish my latest art journal, I'm going to do another one of these type of covers. One of these Finnebar inspired covers. Okay, so let's open it up. And it is so heavy and thick. I never did these 2 pages. I might go back and do them. We'll see. Anyway. So here we go. Trying to get everything in frame. This book is really big. There we go. So these are the first 2 pages. This is my artwork. I painted and drew these Native American warriors. This one and this one here. So, and then I made color copies of them and then used them as focal points in my artwork. So this is a piece of chicken wire. I made like a little window and then put this chicken wire in. So it's like this wire is behind this chicken wire, which I think is just a really cool effect. And you open it up, and then there's the Native American warrior with a really cool background. And here's another Native American warrior with another really cool background. I love it. And I won't go through all of how I did these. Most of these have a video of how I did them. So you can go back and look at the video. I think this one turned out gorgeous. I need to do a piece like this again with these kind of colors. Very vintage. I haven't done a piece like this for a while that looks really vintage. Like all 3 of these, the backgrounds are really nice and vintagey looking. I need to do that. Love this focal point. Just gorgeous. This girl is beautiful. She came out of a doll magazine, and I went ahead and collaged roses for her hair and then roses for her body. And her face is just gorgeous. I'd like to try to draw that girl. Absolutely beautiful. I will do that. This was a really fun technique with using a wall compound through a stencil and then painting it all. What did I do? There's a video on this, and I'm trying to think how I did this. I know I used the wall compound through a stencil, and I'm not sure. I think I did it the hot pink, and then I did the black over it. I can't even remember, but I have a video on how I did it. This is really cool. This has a bunch of pockets. See, this is a pocket. This is a pocket, pocket, and pocket. So they're all like side pockets. And this was all done with basically napkins, with some collage bits in the background, like book pages and music note pages. And then I did all napkins over it, pretty much. Yeah. I think it turned out really, really pretty. Here's another one. So this is a flap right here. Let me see if you guys can see it. So this is a flap. So this is all the same girl used in so many different ways. This is the magazine cutout of her, and then I collaged on some roses, I think here and here, and did a mixed media background. And then when you open it up, it's a pocket. So her face splits right here because it's a pocket. Over here, this is a flip, and I went ahead and I printed her again in black and white on this music note paper. Sprayed it with some, it's on cardstock, sprayed it with some sprays, open it up like that. So you can't really see after I open it up, but it's just, I just sprayed it on the other side. But over here, again, I did her in black, I just made a black and white copy of her. And then I took, what did I take? Probably pastels, like a pinky pastel, and just colored her in certain little areas. And then did a really cool little background on this. So I think that came out really cool. And then this is one of my mermaids. I drew and painted her originally. And I made a copy of her, and I used her as a focal point. This background is a lot of layers and napkins. And then there's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here. And then I put her in the middle. And over here there's some texture, like texture paste, which I use wall compound for my texture paste to do a stencil. That's a, this beautiful peacock is a beautiful napkin. These peacocks are napkins. Yeah, I think she came out really pretty. I need to make tags. That's one thing I need to go back and do is make tags. I never did that. These I love. These are very like, just very outer spacey, vintagey looking pieces. I think this came out really cool. Really cool background, and these are all magazine bits that I collaged together. Like it's a watch face, like some type of a purse or a pendant. No, this is a purse here. This might be a pendant. Anyway, I collaged them all together. And I threw stars and shooting stars all over it and did a really cool background. And then she has that same really cool background done. But then I put this, what is this stuff called? Oh my god, chicken wire over her, just for a cool effect. So you guys can see it a little closer. Isn't that cool? And there's this girl, I got this girl online. She's a steampunk girl, and I have her as a focal point. Hope you guys saw that when I brought it up close. Let me see. I want you to see the girl. She's really cool looking. Isn't that cool? And then I did some, it looks like cheesecloth, but it's not. I get it from Dollar Tree. I get it from Dollar Tree at Halloween time. It's this kind of meshy black stuff that you use like as netting. I buy a bunch of it always at Halloween time at Dollar Tree because it's really nice texture. Okay. This one, I love the background. I did a background so simple, but it just looks so effective. It's like a lot of music note paper, book pages, some paper with like curse, you know, like a letter, like someone wrote a letter. I tore all that up, and then I just did a lot, made it look really vintage. And then I did 2 different collages with roses and hummingbirds. And this is a butterfly, hummingbirds, and roses, my favorite things. And this is some other little thing I took out of a magazine. But did really nice, pretty little collages. I need to do some more of that type of work. I haven't done that in a while. This is really cool. This is, I meant to do the same thing over here, and I didn't. But hopefully I go back and I do it. Okay, so these are pockets. Do I have anything else in here? These are like, I made 3-layer pockets. A pocket here, or 2-layer pocket. Yeah, a pocket here and a pocket here. And this was cardstock, white cardstock I copied. I took white cardstock and I copied from the Sears catalog. And this is music note paper I copied, and then this is the Sears catalog. And I just made it all vintagey with a bunch of inks, Tim Holtz Distress inks and a few other inks. And this might be coffee dyed also. And then I have all these cool tags. This is from a show in Las Vegas here. And I went to see another show that's right next to this one, and I loved these little advertisement things, so I made them into little tags. Well, big tags. So, aren't they cool? I want to go see the show. So there's another envelope with little bits in the envelope. I'm almost treating this, it's like a mixed media page, but it's also like a junk journal page. So you can do junk journaling type of stuff in your art journal. That's why I wanted to show. This is a punch card. And then this is an envelope I think I made, or I don't know. I coffee dyed it. And then I have a little coffee dyed envelope, little tags. Just all kinds of cool stuff in here. A bunch of little tags. So this is like an art journal page and a junk journal page all in one, which I think is really cool. And I need to go ahead and make another one of those over here. I don't know if I did a video on this or not. I don't know. Okay. Make sure you guys can see. I did this. I love this background. I think this background is gorgeous. This is a girl I got either out of a I think I got her online or out of a magazine. I think I got her off a line. But I just thought she was so gorgeous. She's a beautiful doll. I took some roses, collaged those on there. And then I made this little window. And I do have a video on how I did this whole thing, how I made this window. And this window is so that you can see the growth of the window over on this side. Or you can flip this in the middle and see the other doll on this side through the window, which I think is really cool. And then this girl here is just gorgeous. I've had her in my stash for a long time. I collaged on this beautiful bottle from a magazine and this rose here. And then I took a script stamp and did script stamp over the rose. And yeah, it turned out really pretty. Sorry I'm not able to get closer in, but you guys are you're getting the full view of the picture because this book is huge.